What's up, guys? We're Tabletop Vibes, and today we're taking a look at The Sheep by Zero Strategy Games. Don't let them catch you sleeping. You're literally playing against killer sheep.
Only killer at nighttime, though.
Yes, they're super docile during the day.
Yeah.
And in the night phase, well, it's bad for everybody. Don't be sheepish when you watch this. We're going to be doing a lot of sheep puns.
For sure. So a brief overview of what your goal is. You are a shepherd, and you are shepherding, in this case, a caravan of wagons across the board, left to right, and you're trying to get them safely from point A to point B. The amount of caravans that you have is 1 plus the amount of players that you are playing with. The game plays from 2 to 4 players. It's cooperative, simultaneous play, and again, what you're trying to do is during the day, guide these caravans in the safe light of day. Across the board. They can move 2 spaces at a time, and they're caravanning their way through. The day events tell you whether when you reach a fork in the road, they're going to go high or low down the road. And sometimes that can split. If you are at a fork in the road one day, and then the next space you're moving 2 days, and it's going downwards, then your caravans can diverge, and then you kind of have to be running around to try and protect
On one of the times that we played, they split, which then we all had to like determine as a group who's going after which caravan.
Yeah.
Because the sheep are going to be spawning every night phase, and they are spawning like rabbits. So essentially on your turn, you start the day phase with drawing a day card. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's So like when we played one of the times, we got an essence. Which we'll talk about essence. You need essence. Essence can be spent to buy equipment, which is each caravan is holding 3 equipment. And they're carrying that across the way. And then you can buy them throughout the game to upgrade your deck that you're playing. And you're playing these cards to fight sheep. So I bought the lamb chopper.
Ooh,
I love this one. It just was a big, beefy butcher knife. So you can buy different equipment cards, and you're spending your essence. You can also spend essence to purify.
Yes.
Which is upgrading your level to get a new trait, because you have different traits.
Yeah, and when you get from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, you're also increasing your max hand size,
which is key.
Which is really key because, again, your hand size hold the equipment that you're either starting with or buying. If you are buying equipment, then you have to choose one equipment from your hand to discard because, again, you have a max hand size at the start of 3, and you're already starting with that. Now, that gets refreshed each day, so if you're spending them to fight the sheep at nighttime, again, you're not losing the tools and equipment that you're using to fight. They get refreshed at the beginning of each day. But as you go through, you're buying maybe some higher powered equipment that has some special abilities and some special ways that it can fight off sheep, whether it's runic or
fire, electricity. And so you start off with basic cards. You do get 1 special card based off your asymmetrical player board. Steven, why don't you talk about your asymmetrical player board?
I played as Miles, the attacker, because I feel like he looks just like me. I mean, look at me in profile. And we'll look at him side by side with Miles, right?
And me, side by side with Patience. No. I played as Patience. She had a badass umbrella.
I had my flaming sword.
Yeah, yours was really
skewer. I mean, come on.
Yeah, so your ability, though, was that when you called sheep, which means you can spend cards to remove sheep from the game board, you got essence.
I got an essence,
which is great. Yeah, mine was that I can transfer during the day any essence I want to another shepherd.
Again, in a cooperative game, you really want to make sure that you're not only just focused on your own resources, your lanterns, your essence, your curses, etc., but you really want to make sure that your players aren't dying off, because if they do, again, that's 1 less person to help you fight off this onslaught of sheep that are only going to get more and more powerful as the game progresses.
Right, and so you have up to 4 health before you take a curse. If curses fill your entire hand, so if you have a hand size of 3 and you get 3 curses,
you die.
But the curses are actually kind of cool at the same respect, because they have cool abilities, they're kind of powerful, but you're also, you're kind of like threading that needle, that fine line between being alive and not.
Yes, this is my gift, this is my curse.
Yes, exactly. So then after you move the caravans, you take your own player turn simultaneously. You can spend lanterns to do abilities. You can move up to 3 spaces. You're kind of trying to like surround the caravan, but at the same time, you're trying to like scout out, because those sheep are going to be spawning everywhere like crazy. And then you go into the night phase. Where all those docile sheep that you count in your sleep, you don't want to see anymore. but
Yes.
they are everywhere. The cool part is you will then flip a night event, and those are like kind of crazy. We had like sheep attack, you had explosive essence, lost shepherd. Like there's just all these will show up on the screen. They're really cool. The art is really fun.
Oh yeah.
And then you have mutations. So if it can't get any worse than just having killer sheep, they're all mutated. We had jumbo sheep. Look at this. That's crazy. Yeah, he's just huge. And we had Fluffy.
Ooh.
Oh, I love Fluffy.
So fluffy, I'm gonna die.
He's this massive, matted, fluffy sheep. And then we had the Skeep, skeleton sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have sheeples on the board, right? And they're moving around.
What's also happening at nighttime is the pollution
Yes.
is increasing. Now, you and your colleagues in the game can spend
Shepherds.
some of your lanterns to kind of fend off this pollution. But again, those lanterns only reset every day phase. So
Right.
you really want to play the long game every day and night.
Right.
Because you've only got those 3 lanterns unless you have an ability that grants you otherwise for you to be able to spend. And so you're going to use them wisely because they're going to do movement, fighting off the pollution, fending off curses. There's lots of different types of things that the lanterns are able to do. But at nighttime, these mutated sheep, they come at you 3 spaces at once after they've
They do.
spawned at their various spots.
They're running.
And they are running at you. Now, if you are on the same space as a sheep, then you can start to do combat.
You
as Adam said, depending on what level that sheep is at, that determines its attack and health.
The mutation card determines the level of what the attack is going to be for this round and the health of each sheep based off of lesser sheep, medium sheep,
Greater sheep.
badder sheep.
Yeah. A sheep can either do damage to you if you end up on the same space as them and don't have
Haven't
the
taken
weaponry
them out.
to fight them off. If they end up on the same space as one of your caravans, then they can deal
Not good.
kind of damage or corruption to that caravan. And again, one of the lose conditions of the game
Yes.
is if a caravan corruption is all the way filled up, you lose.
Yeah, they can only
Gotta
take
protect
10.
all the caravans.
They can only take 10, and you're going through a flock deck, as they would call it.
Yeah.
And there's like wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and they get progressively harder, and more sheep come out, and bigger, badder sheep come back out. And they're stronger, like dealing 4 damage, and they move together.
Yeah.
They flock together.
Yeah. And,
And-
you're like, what the flock is
What the
going
flock?
on?
Holy sheep. And you're just like, you have to take them out, right? So it's just this really cool aspect of like, I'm going to go this way. If your caravans are going the same direction, hey, this is working out right now.
Yeah.
We're going to try to surround it and protect it, get on the space. The other thing about night, though, is you can't move at night unless you spend a lantern.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous.
Too dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're essentially you have to spend it. So like Steven was saying, do you spend to do actions in the day when the sheep are docile, but you can do more things? Or do you wait for night because you want to be able to move to kill the sheep? So like you're constantly like, I don't know what's going to bring.
Yeah. You might play conservative and save up on some of the resources that you do have just in the event that something bad happens and you need to have resources to fight it off, either equipment or lanterns or essence, or maybe just go gung-ho and
Chop
say,
them up.
Yeah, just say like, hey, I'm just going to go and really fight off the sheep. Which, again, once the day phase comes back around again, those sheep turn into just
Yeah, they're
normal
just-
sheep. And instead of killing them, you're culling them.
Yeah.
And that will remove them from the board. My character got an essence whenever I did that.
Because killing sheep, you get their essence, obviously.
Every day phase, all of the equipment that you use during the
Refreshes.
nighttime refreshes. All of the lanterns get lit again. So daytime,
If you can survive the
feeling
night,
right.
you're going to be decent shape.
Yeah, and nighttime comes around again. Watch your back because those sheep will come.
Don't
after
let them
you.
catch you sleeping.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
so like it's just this really fun, like you're playing against killer sheep, people.
Yeah.
Like this is a blast. So again, the art is phenomenal. It's super fun game. The simultaneous play helps with like if you're playing with 4 people, everyone's taking moves. You're kind of trying to work together, saying what you're doing, trying to like, hey, you should do this. So there's that cooperative, there's player interaction. And it's just fun to like get destroyed by sheep.
So Adam, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Will you play this game again?
I will play it again.
That sounds great.
Yeah. So make sure you check out the Kickstarter campaign. The link will be in the bio. Like, subscribe, comment on what kind of sheep you would be. I'm pretty sure that I would be the fluffy sheep.
Yeah.
Just based off my hair.
Yeah.
Just let it overgrow and just,
I would be the freshly shorn sheep.
oh man.
Yeah.
We're Tabletop Vibes. Like, subscribe, comment. If you like the videos that we do, subscribe to our Patreon. We'd appreciate it. And don't forget to check out The Sheep and don't let them catch you sleeping. We'll check you next time.
Bye.